Welcome to Bike Guys Off-Road. Here today we're going down some sand washes and taking a look at a different type of riding. Go along with us and see what we can see. Well, greetings guys. Today we're doing a little bit of a different kind of a ride. This is out north of where we live here in northern Nevada. And this wash just runs through the valley of out north of us here between a couple of mountain ranges. And this is a natural wash. And we're just out here doing some little practice. I wanted to show you guys some speed on these narrow tracks. Many of you guys who ride in the woods are used to riding narrow tracks as well. But we're not having to dodge big trees and these giant boulders on this type of thing, so you can really carry your speed. It's a different type of riding. You learn to practice braking hard into these turns, using smooth acceleration coming around them. And some of these walls, you can run right up on the wall, and you can see that as we tip back and forth going through this wash. It's good practice for us. You really get to be able to trust your brakes and get your clutch work down and that sort of thing, so that you're riding smoothly along. The smoother you go, the faster you go. So if you're in a race situation, you have the opportunity to pick up the pace. We have washes like this. There's a wash somewhat north of here, and this wash goes on similar to this for over 30 miles. And we race down that. We'll do a timed lap as we go through it and see what kind of time we can go from one end of this wash to another. It's great fun, great practice, and as you can see, can be a little intimidating as you're running along. This brush passes by pretty quickly. If you do catch one of these sagebrush there, they just bend over. They're not hard. They're not going to grab your handlebar and jerk you off. So you can be pretty aggressive in there. If you blow it, you end up coming out of the wash or maybe laying it down, but that's about the worst of it. The biggest danger of riding in these washes is somebody coming the other way, so do use caution. And as we go along here, you'll be able to hear how I'm working the motor a little bit. I think I'm running in third gear, and I'm just using the clutch a little bit to keep the momentum coming out of the turns. Pretty interesting how the motor can run along, and we're not screaming it, we're not spinning the tire, we're just smoothly gliding along and using the brakes and the coordination to keep the pace. A little bit later in the video, I'm going to take you down a different type of wash. And I think if you guys have a chance to come out west and ride some of this stuff, you'd really enjoy it. It's really fun. This is like being on a e-ticket roller coaster ride. And that is a ton of fun. I think here this particular one drops back into the wash. This wash is longer than this ride that I did here for the video, but yeah, I think you get a good sense of where it's at. So just hang on here, and then we'll show you another wash here in a moment. Great, we're back onto another wash here. This is in I don't know, about 70 miles from where we were at in the last one. But this is we call it sugar sand. The sugar sand is the grain size of the sand that's in the bottom of the wash, and you can see that there's round river rock on either side. This isn't just a trickly type wash, it's actually a river bed. But here's a different type of riding. You're still carrying the speed in that. Now I'm running along in fourth gear and back and forth through the gears, but a lot of this is in the fourth gear, so you'll be able to carry your speed. And you ride it a little bit differently. You learn to set up your turns so that you can make a nice, smooth transition around the turn. And you'll see what happens here. There are lines inside and outside on these wider washes like that. Some of them will turn in sharp, and some of them will go wide around the outside. And it's good to practice both of those. And it's really good for learning to carry your speed, because what ends up happening is a lot of times the riders will get in these washes and they're so busy steering the thing that they forget to just let the speed carry them along. Thanks for riding with us today. Talk to you soon.